Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Toadstool Tarot. While everybody's holed up at home during these stressful times, I thought you might be able to use a little distraction, a little bit of mischief. So I'm going to do a walkthrough of the Royal Mischief Transformation Playing Cards from Patrick Valenza. I've had these for a little while. They kind of been on my back burner because other decks have come and gone. I'm awaiting the arrival of a few orders. Might take a while. And I only have this and one Marseille deck left to do walkthroughs on. So, let's do this one. And maybe by next week, my other decks will have arrived. I ordered this. I'm not generally into playing cards, and I guess I got these more as an art deck because I don't think I'll be able to use them for divination or reading. But they're interesting to look at, and it was reasonably priced. I think they were under $10, and Patrick's decks usually go for quite a bit more. He sort of priced me out of collecting, but I thought, oh, I'm going to grab these while I find them cheap. This is US game system, so maybe that's why it's a little cheaper. So it's in a sturdy 2-part box with a thumb index. He signed it and dated it, which is nice. The cards are relatively, no, they're not that stiff. They're kind of average, sort of playing card size, maybe a little wider. Not really sure. They feel like they might be a little wider than playing cards, but I don't have playing cards handy. They're definitely smaller than tarot cards. They have an edging on them that looks like a slate gray or steel gray, and you can kind of feel the edges. I don't know if it's the edges or where the cards were cut. A lot of times when they cut out these cards, they use punch machines to stamp and punch the edges of the cards out. And sometimes when they do that, you can feel a little sharp lip or sharp edge on the card, which you can with these, but I'm not sure if it's due to the punch or the steel gray edging. Anyway, let's have a look at some of these. I like the coloration on them. It reminds me of similar coloration to the Trionfi della Luna. Oh, those are the backs, by the way, if I didn't show you already. Very decorative. They are glossy, as you can see. Very glossy. Here's the Joker. One Joker. And here's a second Joker. Now, each of the cards not only has unique art, but they also all have little text messages on them. So, this is the Ace of Spades called Oodles of Doodles. The Two of Spades is Smoke Break. The Three is Meanies in Bikinis. The Four of Spades is Dance Marathon. I'm assuming you can see both the details and the suits. Now, I think if I were to play a card game with these, I would find them highly distracting and very difficult to focus on the card game. This one's called Voodoo Masks. Bird Breath. As usual with Patrick's decks, they have a macabre and quirky and humorous but dark humor quality to them. This one's called Amazing Acrobats. This is Take One Home. She's Dead at Last. Sorry, some of them are a little bit hard to see. Masked Strangers. Oh, and now we have some court cards, and these don't seem to be don't seem to have labels on them. So I guess that's the Jack and the Queen and the King. Then we go into diamonds, and we have a proper read. Grandma's Grandma just jumped out of my hand. Grandma's Grimace. Shark Bait. Digging for Gold. I hope you are chuckling where you are at some of these. Night at the Hafla. Rush Hour. Tiny Town. Pop Goes the Mischief. Topsy Turvy. Jailbirds. Then we have the Jack of Diamonds, the Queen of Diamonds, and the King of Diamonds. Then we have Hearts, and this is Big Mouth. This is Lover's Spat. Moonlight Wedding. Butterflies played in her hair. You can see these go from portrait to landscape. There's no consistency. Rare specimens. It's mostly black and white drawings, line art mostly. There's some shading with hints of red, and I think that's about it as far as the coloring goes. Elegant escorts. Schooling the little devils. I also noticed on mine these little corners seem sort of like miscut or something. I'm a little bit worried that the lamination might peel on those at some point. It looks like the whole deck is that way. I guess the blades weren't sharp enough on their industrial cutter or something. I don't know. School of Fish. Drunken Fools. Poised for Battle. And we have the Page of Hearts. The Jack of Hearts. The Queen of Hearts. And the King of Hearts. Oh, there is blue in those. And we're back to black and white. These are the clubs, and we have Wigged Out. Girlfriends. Beastly Ballerinas. Even the Devil Needs Rest. Something Deadly Grows in the Garden. Cosmic Creatures. Spoiled Eggs. Birds of a Feather. Gossiping Housewives. Braided Beauty. They have a really silly cornball kind of vintage quality to them, like something out of a Arcrum comic or an old Mad magazine. We have the Jack of Clubs, the Queen of Clubs, which I believe is she's on the box cover, and the King of Clubs. I like the size of these. Most of Patrick's decks are on the large side, um, or the very small side, except for the Abandoned Oracle I got, which is like regular tarot card size. And I believe he reissued the Mildred's Pocket Oracle in playing card size or something along those lines. Don't know, I don't have it, but may be about this size. So anyway, I hope that distracted you a bit from your daily woes. That's the bottom of the box. It's one of the cards. Pop goes the Mischief. And that was the Queen of Clubs. The other. It's a very sturdy box, storage box, which is nice. And it's just kind of a nice little art deck to have, sort of a gallery in a box of Patrick Valenza's artwork. Going now quite cheaply online, I believe.